Greetings there, my name is Derpenschnaff, but you may call me D. I'm starting this art series where I draw my nightmares, or my interpretations of them at least. I used to have really bad insomnia for years, and I was a very light sleeper on top of that, so I never really thought I dreamed at all, but now that I can actually sleep properly, I often have extremely vivid dreams and sometimes nightmares. I should clarify that this doesn't bother me, it has little to no effect on my life. In fact, it has the benefit of inspiring a lot of my artwork. I'm really into horror, and nightmares just really work with that. It's also made my art more emotional and less object-based. I've used those dreams to draw what I guess feels right. So let's jump into this first one. I chose this one for my first because it was my last nightmare. This is also probably my least favorite type of nightmare, but it was also the most common throughout my teenage years. But I'll describe this type of nightmare with the story this dream gave to me. Alright, so I wasn't myself in this dream. I was a woman with fluffy, mid-length ginger hair with a poofy, very Lolita-like pink dress covered in strawberries. The dress reminded me of the strawberry dress that was very popular about last year. I was with a boy, a friend, at an amusement park. He wasn't very crisp or clear, but he felt very similar to my friend Shady. I was riding a ride that just kind of went in circles, and the seats reminded me of the Scrambler, if you know what that is. With the scene set, I would like you to know that this was both kind of first person and third person. I felt like I was looking over their shoulder, but not quite through their eyes. I, or this girl, or we, you could say, on the way off the ride, realized her legs were very hairy, actually kind of fluffy. In the dream, I felt or knew that this dress was brand new, bold for her, and very exciting, like she hadn't dressed up in a very long time. So she sat down on a bench and started shaving her legs. The razor was one of those old-timey razors, you know, the ones with the replaceable blades. And if you're like, wow, this is really weird, it's a dream, it gets a bit weird. But I started to feel very embarrassed doing this in such a public space. I knew it wasn't wrong, just, weird. But in my dream, it was kind of refreshing, like taking care of yourself for the first time in months. But as I'm shaving my legs, I start to feel exponentially more anxious and embarrassed. It's not a fun ride from here. This woman is staring at me, and I start to feel like what I'm doing is very wrong. Not the action, but I, as a person doing this, is very wrong. And the hair on my legs is just getting thicker and it's growing back, and I can't shave through it anymore. I stand up and another woman approaches me. She's absolutely furious with me. She points at me and she starts telling me all the things I'm doing wrong. And she was a lewdly dressed alternative woman, ironically. And I remember this because she was calling me a whore and something about how I shouldn't be wearing this dress. I think something along the lines of it didn't fit me, or that I was insulting some sort of alternative community. All I know is that she really did not like the way I looked, and something about shaving my legs specifically in public was making me a whore in her eyes. And it just kind of piled on to the embarrassment that I felt previously. And that's just kind of what this type of nightmare is about. It's not about the amusement park, it's about the way people treat me in this dream. It doesn't matter if I try to scream, cry, or how passive I try to be. Nothing I do will de-escalate the hatred the people around me feel. They will call me names, they will point out every single flaw I could have, and they will drill into me that I am an absolute fucking monster. There are no breaks. They just get more and more aggressive. And if I try to ask for help, the person I'm asking for help will proceed to do the exact same thing. Just degrade me to every degree. And if it's someone I trust in my dreams and I'm asking them for help, sometimes they will just watch it happen. Even if I beg them for help, they will not acknowledge that I exist. It's a very uncomfortable feeling of being the center of the world's attention, being invisible to anything that might care. So if you're wondering why there's someone in a ghost costume in my drawing, it's because I wish I could hide in those dreams. But no matter where I hide, they will find me, and they will point, and they will shun me. so hard. And this dream happened in October. I really wanted to draw one of those ghosts, so I did. So I guess that's a good thing. It just felt right, so I did it. And I added the strawberry as a nod to this dream specifically, though this type of dream has always been reoccurring. And that is the ending to this video, because it's a dream and there's not much of an ending. I woke up and I continued midlife. That is the closest thing you're getting to an ending. But overall, I'm okay. And I really enjoyed making this video, so benefit. I really enjoyed drawing my nightmares and explaining it. It's kind of cool, even if sometimes the art is a bit abstract. But if you enjoy this video, like or even subscribe, because I have plenty more nightmares to go over, which sounds horrible, but actually really excites me because I love horror a lot, okay? Until then, sleep well, my friend.
Hey. Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate